Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Julia and I love to digital plan. And today I think I'm going to just work on my daily for tomorrow, which would be Wednesday the 12th. I kind of had a really busy week last week, or at least a really busy end of the week last week, and I didn't get around to filming my weekly plan with me. I honestly just started working on it today. I feel super behind. This is kind of what I'm rocking with right now. Nothing too crazy. I have a little bit of habit tracking, a little bit of mood tracking. I put on what song I'm listening to on repeat. And I have my lash appointment this week. I mostly use my weekly to document my husband's work schedule. That's really the only thing I really need to keep track of. I have a book that I'm reading. I like to do my highlight of the day, but really I don't use my weekly for much anymore, mostly just for decorating. That's me. If you don't know what I look like, I got my hair done last weekend and I took a really cute picture yesterday and I wanted to put it in my planner. So that's me. That's my face. I know you guys never get to see my face. Usually how I set up my planner is I have my weekly, and then I copy this weekly journal page behind it, and then I go into my dailies. So I didn't really do anything on Monday. I didn't really plan at all for today, but I do want to get back in the swing of things and plan for tomorrow. So that is what we're gonna do. And usually I like to start by covering up this section right here. I just don't really use these kinds of checklists. I found other ways that work better for me. So that is what I'm gonna do. I am going to go into my Blooming Life Customies and see what I want to use for tomorrow. This is my favorite checklist that I've used. It's just a really good way to prioritize my stuff. Maybe I'll use this long skinny one. I don't have that much to do, but I think that this might just fit a little better. And then I also want to go, I always forget about my Cozy Bear widgets. I want to go into my Sugar Petal ones. She just released these journaling ones, and I have actually really been into journaling lately. So I want to put some of these in here. I haven't really found a favorite one, so I'm just kind of trying them all. Let me go to my, I have used this one, the self-care dots. It's just a really good check-in for me to do every day, so I love using that one. I'm gonna probably do a word of the day. That's one of my other favorite things. I know people do word of the year, right? I have never done that. Maybe I will work up to that, but right now I usually do a word of the week or a word of the day. And that's kind of been enough for me. I don't want to move this to my base layer. Okay, what else? I think that's it for here because I have a spot for wins and gratitude, which is awesome. And then some days I like to use these reflection widgets, but I kind of just like to journal in this daily thoughts spot. So I think my husband is late tomorrow, or he's early tomorrow. So I'm gonna type that in. Let me put this over here. Kind of want to make it a little bigger, since that's really the only thing going on tomorrow. I mean, I kind of don't put my own work schedule on here. My work schedule is the same every single day, so I don't feel the need to put it in there. I want to see maybe again if there's something. This is honestly my favorite spot of the whole planner, the today's win. I think I am going to replace it with just this widget that just says today's win, like a singular win. just because I don't really have that much going on. I honestly don't even have that many chores to do, so it's very likely that I'm just gonna have one win for tomorrow, and I am going to put it right there, and then I could put a cute little decoration down there. I have kind of been talking to my friends, and I was just kind of doing like some self-reflection and talking about planners and goal setting and all that jazz. And I was telling my friend, like, I feel like I am not, like, goal setting is not for me. I've always thought that, right? I'm like, I just don't do goals. They don't make sense to me. They're not my thing. And my friend was like, well, I think that you do goals. It's just the writing down part of it that maybe like you feel like you don't need that part of it. You don't need to physically write stuff down to meet your goals, but you are achieving little goals here and there every day. Because I was like, in my head, and I know this about myself, like I need to reframe the word goals in my brain. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, goals have to be this big, huge, monumental, life-changing thing, right? But they don't. It can be something really small. Just as long as you're working towards something, you know? But like my friend was saying, like, oh, one of her goals, or like a goal that I could have for myself, or a goal that I'm doing is like I'm trying to teach myself how to knit. And I don't really have it like laid out in like a SMART goal where I'm like, oh, well, today I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. It's just kind of like a goal that I'm actively working towards every single day. I just do a little bit here and there. But she was like, that's a goal. That's really a goal. That's what you're doing. And I was also talking with her about, planners, and I was like, you know, I have heard in the planning community of, just from me, like watching other people plan, or mostly that, a lot of people like the planners because they like checking stuff off, right? They love to make their to-do list and check stuff off. And I think that I have noticed for myself, like that does not bring me joy to check stuff off like that. It never really has, and part of that might go into like the whole goal setting thing of like not finding joy in goal setting either, especially like long-term goals. I get very discouraged easily if I just can't see like the long term. Like I can't do the long game with goals. Am I making sense? I do not really want this here. I want it somewhere though it's cute. Oh my gosh. Can you hear my dogs? I know you can, because I can hear my dogs. I have found purely from using this planner, I don't find joy in checking stuff off. But what I do find joy is writing down my wins or my accomplishments at the end of the day. It's kind of the same thing, but instead of checking stuff off, I think it just makes me reinforce it in my head, because I have to sit there and rewrite, you know, the things that I did that day. So that was just a little like self-discovery. That's kind of, I think, why this planner has been working so well for me too, is that it has that today's win type of thing built into it. And like, yes, I could edit any planner to do that, but I wouldn't have ever known that that was something I enjoyed unless I used this planner first, you know? I'm just kind of precariously putting stickers everywhere. I don't really have a plan at all. I'm just kind of filling it up with Valentines stuff. But I think that self-discovery little moment that I had was very important for finding that planner piece and figuring out what I like and what I need out of a planner, because I have only been planning for about a year. Digital planning and paper planning. I was not a paper planner, so I really have only been planning for about a year. And so I'm still trying to figure out what I like to do and like what is gonna work for me. And me and one of my friends, we were kind of talking more about like big life stuff, but we were talking about schooling and graduate programs and knowing what you want to do with your life, etc. And we were kind of talking about how, to me, I think that finding out what you don't want to do is just as valuable as figuring out what you do want to do. I kind of had that experience in my undergrad. I did neuroscience for my first 2 years of undergrad, and then I did psychology for my last 2 years, and I really enjoyed psychology. It was interesting, but it was also easy and not very challenging. But my concentration for my psych major was clinical counseling and therapy, and I'll tell you this, I absolutely hated it. Because I feel like I definitely didn't know like what that truly meant to be like a counselor. Not to get like too into it, because I'm sure you don't care, and that's fine. But I kind of felt stumped, because I realized very quickly that that wasn't the career path for me. But I also was able to know that that wasn't the career path for me. And I didn't have to waste any more time exploring that career path. You know, I absolutely knew in my heart that that wasn't what I wanted to do. And that was very valuable information. It was just as valuable as figuring out what I do want to do, which I still don't know what that is yet. But I think that goes hand in hand kind of with what I was talking about the planner stuff. Finding what doesn't work for me is just as valuable as finding what does work for me. And I feel a little more at peace that I'm kind of piecing together the things that I enjoy in a planner. That was just like a really long-winded explanation of me kind of trying to find planner peace. I don't think I want to use this washi. I want to go back to this one. These colors are just a little bit brighter, a little bit more obnoxious, you could say. And that's what I am vibing for tomorrow. It's kind of been a little snowy where I live, and I need a little bit of stuff, a little bit of color to brighten up my day. What is the weather gonna be like tomorrow? Well, it snowed today. Okay, tomorrow's gonna be 14. Sometimes I like to do, well, most of the time I like to do text. Most of the time I like to do text in my planner, but sometimes I just get lazy and I decide to do handwriting. So I usually handwrite in my weather, because I don't really care. I honestly don't even really care what the weather is. I just feel like I should write it in. It was like 15 or 16. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be close enough. And then what must I do tomorrow? I must do the dishes. I should clean my office. I must fold clothes. I should maybe go to the store if I'm feeling like it. Usually tonight, it's Tuesday, would be my store day, but I'm not gonna go tonight, so I should go tomorrow. I can read my book. If I have time, I can do some knitting or crochet. Tomorrow, I need to plan Thursday. What do I want my word of the day tomorrow to be? I'm thinking something motivational, something inspiring, something uplifting. Sometimes I have to just Google words of the day because I'm like, I don't even know. Words of the day. Let's get some ideas here. These are gonna be like random. If I did like inspiring. I don't really like any of those. So let's see. Determined, focus, clarity, presence, accomplish. That's the one I want. I honestly kind of had that word in the back of my head, but I didn't know if that would make sense. But it's my planner, so I can do what I want. Yeah, I like that. Let's accomplish some stuff tomorrow, huh? Honestly, that's kind of it. That's how fast I can get a page done. Sometimes I can spend longer on my pages. Sometimes I can do them even faster. It just depends on how much I want to put into them, but it's kind of do it for me. I feel kind of bad because I feel like I haven't been embracing my Valentine's Day stickers as much as I need to, because Valentine's only happens once a year, but you can use your stickers whenever you want. So I honestly will probably come back to some of these Valentine stickers even after February is over. But yeah, hopefully I can get on and plan a couple more days this week. I just feel like I have totally been in a funk lately, and I've been in a funk with filming, I've been in a funk with my planner, and I really want to get out of my funk, so I need to spend some more time in my planner. But I appreciate if you hung around till the end. I know this video was not that long, so it probably wasn't that hard to hang on till the end, but I thank you so much anyway. And hopefully I can plan Valentine's Day. I think that would be fun. That is like, you know, the big thing that we're all waiting for in February, to use all of our Valentine's Day stickers. So hopefully I can get on later this week and do my Valentine's Day spread, because I think that would be fun. I want to make it like kind of special, because I really honestly in my personal life don't care about Valentine's Day. That might be controversial, but I just am not a sap. I am in some regards, but like holidays and stuff, like I'm not a sap, so that would be potentially fun to get on and play that stuff with you guys. But again, thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one, and happy planning.